My response video on the Classifying and Communicating Lab by Raquel Gomez. First, we observed the rocks. This time I worked with my nieces who are 13 and 6. I wanted to work with them because their ages are very different, so I wanted to compare how different they thought. First, we observed the texture of the rocks. The flat rock was very smooth. Most of them were very smooth, and my 6-year-old niece said a couple of them were bumpy in texture, like the one in the top of the picture, and the ones under it. The sizes of the rocks were pretty similar in shape. We felt the rocks and we talked about how they felt, just like how we described in the texture. We definitely did not use our sense of taste. I didn't even think of that, and I'm not sure if that is safe. I am also not sure to even know how to know if it's safe. We did classify the rocks by odor, mild sense of odor, and odorless. The rock on the top smelled like soil, and the rocks in the middle smelled like soil also, but not as much as the rock on the top. The rocks on the bottom did not have any odor at all. To classify the rocks, we broke them down into 4 categories: dark versus light, which is displayed in the top left corner, and dark rocks are located on the top, and the light rocks are on the bottom. Large versus small, which is displayed on the top right, and the large rocks are on the bottom, and the small ones are on the top. Also, smooth versus rough, which is located on the bottom left, where the smooth is on the right, and the rough rocks are on the left. Similar in size versus different in size, which is located on the bottom right. I visited the Anthro website where they discussed the principles of classification, and it explained how biologists classify into different categories. They judge by the degrees of similarity and difference that they can see. They also look at physical similarity and the overall biological similarity. In conclusion, I learned a lot about the texture of rocks, the shapes of rocks, the sizes, and the way the rocks felt. Also, I learned how to classify rocks into different categories, which is important when doing a lab, especially for young children, so they get the best experience possible of doing the lab.